I am really sorry that I'm running late today. As soon as I saw I actually have my alarm set up on my Alexa to tell me that I'm supposed to go on, give me like a 5 or 10 minute warning. And I was going to bring up a couple of things to share with you. And as I did that on the Sasnak, the Gathering page, they were putting out a call for if you want to order your lunches, do it now. And so I was like, oh yeah, I kind of do want to order lunch. So that I do that real quick while I was thinking of it. So sorry about for being a couple of minutes late. I do have kind of a list of things that I wanted to go over. And this is not going to be an Outlander content video, but it is going to be a you guys video. I'm going to go over some comments here. I think I'm just going to start off with that, which means I'm going to do some funny things with my picture here as I move around and shrink. Woo. All right, move me down here because I got some good comments here over the last couple of weeks, months, years, but especially these last couple of weeks. Oh, hold on. My mother-in-law is calling. One moment. Hey, Ma, what's up? It it starts. Can I call you back in about an hour? I'm actually doing a live video for my channel right now. Oh, you're fine. I will call you back. All right, I promise. Love you. Bye. As my mother-in-law, I will talk about why we're talking as well. Anywho, so where was I? Oh yes, comments from you guys. I've had some really fun ones here. I'm going to have to note the ones I have not responded, and then do that all again and scroll down. I try to respond to a lot, so then I can't go back and go. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Ah, da 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 da. Lovely folks. Yeah, my mother-in-law. So part of what I was going to talk to you guys about is that I'm going to be taking a trip in December, and that is kind of hinged on when my daughter starts her vacation. So, taking her off her wig. Okay, so a lot of people, I wanted to say, a lot of you guys commented on watching Katrina take off her wig from the last time, and that is tough. And the one comment, I thought I'd said something during the video, but possibly not. And now I'm going to have trouble finding it. But the comment that I thought was fun was one where they were like, did you notice the wig she took off was not white? Like she hadn't come into her full power. Here's my thought on that. They were doing like little fill-ins or oops, we made a mistake, we need to reshoot that stuff last week. So I don't think we saw her like last scene of this eighth season. I don't think that's the wig she was taking off. I still have high hopes that they will show the white wig, um, her white hair in the show. But yeah, I saw that was okay. Worth pointing out. Christine Duffy. Sorry, I wanted to point out Sam's song because he said ACDC. What is Sam's second part of season 7? What's Jamie's theme song? And all he said was ACDC. I did forget about Thunderstruck. That is very appropriate if they follow along the storyline we're expecting from the books because some shocking stuff happens. And I know what you're saying. Shocking stuff always happens. That's kind of why we watch it. But yeah, a lot of good ones. Vicky Toth, you had a couple of good ones in here, and I can't find the one I wanted to point about. Um, oh, I'm always entertaining. Well, I appreciate that. Talking to myself, I entertain myself all the time. This is not the only time I talk to myself. Talk to myself while I'm doing the laundry. Okay. Yeah, I'm missing a couple that I really liked, and you know what I don't like about doing this on the computer is the fact that it doesn't translate. There is no translate. I have to translate on my phone. Clears me last time. Yeah, we did that too. I'm so sorry. This is what happens when I'm like, oh no, last minute stuff. And then my mother uh, so I was going to talk to myself and talk to you guys, but no, I don't think I can. Uh, oh, and my daughter's health. Yeah, she had pneumonia last week. Because, why not? But she is back in school today, as I'd said in the earlier video. So she's doing well. Thank you again, everyone, for the well wishes for her. I do appreciate that. There was also somebody who was going to say, who wanted to ask about, I have to get my dog to move. Bear, you have to scooch for a second. who wanted to ask about this blanket, this quilt. Some of my videos, you'll see it behind here. I do tend to switch between my Star Trek blanket and this one that my mother made. Uh, she made that herself. You asked if I could do it. No, I fix computers. I make videos. I do not sew, crochet. I can sew. I mean, I've made a couple of my kids' costumes over the years, but nobody wants to wear those in public when the light is shining during the day. They are not well sewn. I took home ec in sixth grade, and that's about all I can sew, is what I was required to in sixth grade. My mother tried to teach me. I find it extremely boring. I'm terrible at it. And I have a lot of respect for people who can sit and crochet, sit and sew. It's just, I can't. It's not my thing. But my mother is fantastic at it. She's made me several quilts over the years, my kids' quilts over the years. She made a wedding quilt for my husband and I after we were married. She made most of my clothing up until I could work and buy some of my own clothes. But yeah, so for those of you who are wondering, that is all my mom. That is not me at all. She's fantastic. All right. I will try to see if I can think of. I know there were a good 4 or 5 videos. This is what happens when I do last minute stuff. This is why I hate saying I'm going to go live on this time because, oh, that was another one. New York. A lot of folks are saying yes, definitely go to New York. This is Diane Markakis, who oh, she was talking about the events in New York. I know a couple of you said come on out to New York. If I do, it's looking very possible that I may go to New York next year for Comic Con. I brought it up to my husband. He was like, maybe. He's not coming. It would just be me. I mean, he's pretty cool, and y'all should meet him as well. Yeah, he's good to let me go and do my thing, which is a good thing in a husband. And then the scams too. Another reminder, because I didn't put it in the video, to watch out for scams. I kind of giggle every time another Sam Hune follows me. I am extremely popular with all the Sams, which is nice. I know many of us are. Yeah, just watch out for the not just the Sams, but the Claire or the Katrinas, I should say, and the Sophies and the Richards and the yeah, any show, everybody. It could be anybody faking around. Um, let's see here. Oh, okay. There was a question I asked in my video though that Lisa Livingston here 6473 did answer. Where should I go once I have a vehicle? Which I will talk about that some more too. When I have a vehicle, where should I go? And she gave me an option here of the battlefield of Gettysburg. You know what? That I think we went there for like my eighth grade trip. We went to Philadelphia and we went to New York, and I got to climb the Empire State Building and go see the Liberty Bell, among other things, obviously. But those are the two things that really stick in my mind. That is a good suggestion, and it wouldn't be that bad of a drive. I could do that almost in a weekend, a 3-day weekend, because I don't need to sleep. And that would be fun. I appreciate that. I will definitely put that on my list. Speaking of my list, I'm going to get started now with the actual things I was going to chat about here. Starting with the gathering, and if you don't mind, I'm going to. Nope, never mind. My nose is now running, which is helpful. So the gathering. Couple of things about the gathering. One, the suggested hotel, a very nice hotel. I tried to see if I could get a roommate to share expenses. It was a bit above my normal budget for any kind of convention or trip by about $70, which is saying something because if I'm only there for like 4 nights, I usually have like if I were there for a week, this is how much I'd spend. I'm not going to spend more than that, and it was more than that. So I found a hotel that's a little near. I can walk it, which is nice. I usually say if it's around a mile, I can walk from the front door of the event, the front door of the hotel. I can walk that mile. It's walking there and back during the days, and even like maybe half of my steps that I expect of myself. So I will be staying at a nearby hotel, not the one suggested. I did put out a call for roommates, and then I realized I'm probably going to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and that's on the nights that or on the mornings that I'm not up until 2 o'clock at night, either putting together what I've gotten or editing, or just because I'm a very early riser anyway and a late stay upper person. I'm a night owl, and it doesn't matter if the night's at the end of the day or the beginning of the day. I'm usually up somewhere in there. So I didn't want to do that to a roommate, so I just decided to stay a little further away. I'll take the little extra walk and hopefully not drive people crazy who are at the gathering trying to relax because they can't sleep with me up at all hours. There are a couple of things that came with my ticket. Rather than get one of the really high tiers, I got a mid tier. And it came with a couple of extra things. One that I would never pay for myself, but is worth it for all the extra autographs I'm going to get. And that is photo ops. I do not do photo ops. I really am not a fan of them. I would love pictures of them. I don't need a picture of me. I have many pictures of me. I know what I look like. So I have to do something that I don't normally want to do. You know, I'm going to expand this because it's fun as it is to talk to little stuff. Oh, that made everything pretty. I'm going to expand this for just a second here and move me around. Whee! But as much as, see, I don't need pictures of me. I got me rolling around all over through space on my own computer. I'm going to need help, I think, picking out what I should actually wear, which also is another issue. But I've got some nice tops. My problem is fitting into the jeans. I now can put on my jeans. I cannot breathe in my jeans. So I may have to go purchase other jeans because I'm not sure I'm going to drop that last few pounds before I'm doing my sit-ups. I'm doing my leg lifts. I don't know what else to do. Not eating in the evenings. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. So I may have to go with some jeans. But I have some nice tops. I normally live in like t-shirts. So I may, like I said, need you guys' advice picking out some outfits that look nice. Standing up next to an actor, I'm a little nervous about that. Yeah. Anywho, um, yeah, that's my other thing, but that'll be in a later live because, or no, a later video. I don't think I'm gonna try and close live. Another thing, so the autographs for those of you who are members of this channel. One, thank you for not dropping me because I know a couple of people have, and I don't blame you because I have not been posting. Well, I've actually been posting, but I haven't had a lot to post lately. Vacations and being in the hospital. There's only so much I had, and then it was a whole bunch of catching up. But when it comes to autographs, it is going to be a first come, first serve. First to members that have been supporting me with that little bit of extra, and then for my subscribers. So the autographs I will be offering, and please write in the comments below here if any of these are ones you would want. Izzy McKeel is on my list of autographs that I should be getting too. Joey Phillips, so you can do a brother-sister thing. I'm going to take my own 8x10s and have them autographed. I believe I'm going to get one that has Izzy and Joe for myself, but I would be happy to do separate ones, and I will print them myself. It's nothing you have to print. Also going to get Caitlin O'Ryan, which I'm very excited about. I'm hoping that I can just tell her how awesome her poetry is. Her spoken word is awesome. I really enjoyed it. Another one I'm really looking forward to because I've been rewatching Discovery of Witches is Stephen Cree. Very excited to meet him. I always enjoy covering stuff that he posts and where he's involved in conventions. So I'm really excited to see what he brings to it. Nell Hudson, who our Larry, of course, she will be also one of those autographs. And Paul, I don't know if I'm going to post. I may do one where it's the twins and just have him sign in the middle. And if that sounds good to you and you choose him, let me know because absolutely I'm happy to do that. So those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 autographs that I am giving away. And really, first come, first serve. If you are a subscriber, please go ahead and put your name down now if you would like one of those. If you are a member, you will get first choice. So if two-person put Nell and a subscriber did first, but then a member did, I'm going to say within a week of this video. So today is the 28th. Hey, you know what? I'm going to pretend I have a calendar on my phone. Technology. And let's see, that'll be the 4th of November. So that's what I'm going to call the cutoff time for these. And my photo ops, I don't know. Do you guys want to know what the photo ops are? My photo ops are going to be with Izzy, Joe, Caitlin, and Steven. So I am kind of glad of the Steven one. And I suppose it's worth getting up to be able to hopefully chat with those four. I'm just happy to get another chance. Now, I did have to buy some autographs of my own. because they didn't come with my package. So I will be getting some as well for myself. But those are the six that I want to make sure that if you guys want one, please let me know. I am giving these away. Now, I think that's everything I have for the gathering right now. I do want to make sure that if you are going to the gathering, please put your name here down and I will write down who you are because I have some face blindness. I'm going to do my best to try to see if I can at least get the names right. So when you come up and say, "Hey, Katie, I'm so and so," I can go, "Oh, yes, I knew you were coming." It just helps hopefully put everybody at ease if we have an idea of who we're talking about. You know who I am. I mean, give me half a shot, right? And then yeah, at the end of December, Christmas time, my family has decided we are going to take a trip to Arizona for my mother in law, which is why she was calling. She's trying to find out exactly what the days are that my daughter has off so they can start arranging travel. I got daycare for our puppies like a month and a half ago because I knew they were going to do this to me. And it would all be full by now. So the puppies are fine. We know where they're going to stay. We don't know what hotels we're going at, but we are trying to hit Arizona and possibly Las Vegas. We're going to have our 9-year-old daughter with us, so we're not going there to gamble. But we were like, it might be fun to like pop by Circus for a night or take her to one of the mini playgrounds that Blippi shows off. And yeah, so we might hit Vegas. We're definitely going to Arizona, possibly through Flagstaff. My husband and my mother-in-law are kind of mapping out the route, but they want to take a southern thing apparently. And let's see. I know this is kind of a boring video, so I do appreciate you guys who wanted to stop in. I'm trying to cover a lot of little things here that I get kind of winded about or long winded about during the videos, and not everybody wants to hear about. Now, one last thing that I did have written down, unless anybody has any questions, and it doesn't look like there's a lot of people here to ask questions, but that's all right. I wanted to give an update on my savings for my car, just because it's a small update. And that vehicle will determine when I can start taking trips to places that hopefully you suggest, or I don't know. That part is arguably probably more relevant to the Star Trek viewers than the Outlander viewers, but I'm going to be taking nerd suggestions as well. Like, there's a TARDIS sitting out in the middle of a field. Well, I need to go see that. Should I go visit the bust of Captain Janeway in Bloomington? Absolutely. I think that's the first place I'm going to go. But I wanted to see if there were any other places that you'd be interested in seeing that are here that I could drive to. And mostly looking for weekend trips, but I travel. I'll take a week and stop at multiple places. And so far, with outside savings, I have 180. With the channel savings, I have a whole $5 or $523 ish. Not counting this month's. Um, if you notice, I've been putting up more videos. That is because I'm trying to reach a certain threshold right now, or like I'd say 2 months ago, I brought over just over $100. Last month it was just at 200. Right now I'm at about, for this month's so far, around $240. So more videos hopefully means more views, hopefully means more subscribers, and even more ideas, things that you'd like to see, things that I can do that are interesting. And yeah, that's where we stand. Again, that's kind of why I want to travel. These are fun. Don't get me wrong. I can do the videos of what we are seeing from our stars, but Outlander's going to be finishing in a year or two. 2 years to 3 years. I don't know how they're going to play this. And Blood of My Blood, which I do plan on following, I don't know how long it'll last. So I'm just trying to plan ahead. And if I turn this channel into a where we go in nerd stop channel, I can probably do that. And I'll still do updates on Sam because we love Sam. I'm not going to stop checking and seeing what they're up to. Plus, again, these stars, they're going to move to projects that we're going to be interested in, and I'm going to want to share those as well. All right, guys. I don't know much more that I can share. I have no questions coming in, and I know this has just been kind of a channel catch up. Do check if you haven't watched the whole thing where I say what stars are going to be there for autographs. You're going to want to sign up if you can, if you'd like to, for one of those 6 that I will be giving away. At the time I send them, I will also have a P.O. box to be sending them from, and hopefully working on it, a channel email that hopefully I can get a safe place for you to send information and me to send things to you. Basically, is what I'm trying to work out. A place that if necessary, I can begin sending things to my members on a more regular basis. And that's all I'm going to say about that for now. For those of you who are going to be at the gathering, don't forget I will have a little gift bag with some trinkets. Nothing big and expensive. It's a small channel. It's just me. But my husband and daughter are helping me work on creating some very simple pins that will have JHRC in a little pin. Also, some stickers that go with that. Plus, I've made up some wristbands like these, purple though, of course, and a sticker for the channel. Just a little something to hopefully, I don't know, be nice. And yeah, that's gonna be about it, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I know this is not a big channel reveal. I already had some content, but not really enough to share with everybody. Hopefully, you know what? I'll go through the comments and do a better update for the viewers and answer questions because that was lousy. That was bad. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your week. If you don't come back until the end of the week to check out and see what I've put up, in which case you're gonna have a lot of catching up to do probably. But if I see you tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I don't know what else to really say other than if you did not get enough Outlander content, which you did not in this video, please go check out some of my other videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I mean, like this video if you want to, but I'm totally cool if you don't. Me talking to myself is not always that great. And know that I appreciate you all so much. Whether you've just come to view, whether you are a member and give me a little extra support, share the video with friends, comment and give me a giggle. Because y'all do. You tell me stuff I didn't know, or you give me a laugh, and or you support me just by saying thank you, which I do appreciate as well. So till probably tomorrow. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and thanks again for joining me today. Oh, wait, of course somebody's commenting right when I go. How do you print 8 by 10 of a pic so they can sign? I plan on seeing you at the gathering. Oh, Kathleen, cool. I'm excited to do that. Hoping we can connect then. Absolutely. I'm going to be getting there late on registration. Oh, my plane doesn't land till like 8:40, so if I book it, I'm hoping to be there by like 6:30. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to take you to get pictures online, download them to a USB drive or my phone, and then I'm going to plug them into the Walmart photo printing place by next week and just print them out there. It's not that expensive. You can usually control what your picture looks like, and if you want to do some editing on it beforehand, you can load it up into Paint, resize it, get just the way you want. Just make sure that you change your pixels to inches so you can put 8 inches by 10 inches and put your picture there to adjust it the way you want it beforehand. And always remember to leave a little edge around the edge. Sometimes the printers at Walmart and other places get picky about you leaving a little gap at the end. But yeah, that's what I usually do. I just load them up to my phone or to a separate USB drive and just pop over to Walmart, and they have a little system. If you need help, I've usually found really nice assistants there that the kids there know way more than we do. I mean, I'm a nerd and I need their help, so do not be ashamed to ask for some help. That's what I usually do. Hope that helps you out, Kathleen. I'm really excited to see you. I'm going to write your name down right now before I even forget who it is. And yeah, everybody have a really great, well, I lost my pen. Have a really great rest of your day. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow or later on in the week.